The Riot Art team without a doubt creates beautiful and well thought out skins that are an amazing add-on to the game. However, the more complex the skins get, the more pay to win they become. In order to make a skin that is worthy of people's money, Riot has to make it worth the price and design. Unfortunately, what this does a lot of the time is it makes an incredibly beautiful skin that also changes the particle effects of abilities to a point that is barely recognizable in comparison to the original skin. There have been so many newly released skins over the last couple years that just add an edge to the champion when you're using that skin. I will mention some skins I have personally struggled with later in the video, but remember that the way that colors and particles affect an individual is completely unique to that person. In all likelihood, every player probably has one or two skins that they personally have had a hard time playing against or identifying the abilities of said champ. If you personally don't have any negative experiences with the visual aspects of certain skins, please try to consider that there are many people out there who do have this issue. With that being said, I'm going to cover the two main problems I feel like people have with skins in League of Legends, and then I'm going to offer a solution. The first major problem is that Riot releases new skins every patch, which can be overwhelming for those not keeping up to date. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten into a game with a newly released skin and legitimately had no idea what some of the abilities were that I was being hit with. Some skins try to add unique effects to the particles that start to resemble abilities from other champs. Generally, small particle effect changes are totally fine and completely welcomed. However, if you have never seen the new particle effect before, it can be extremely jarring to say the least. Riot should absolutely keep releasing skins at the pace that they do, especially since the majority of them are high in quality. However, it must be recognized that players who don't keep up with skin releases may be punished when they experience it in-game for the first time. Next, it must be noted that not all people see colors the same, and some people have a harder time distinguishing the abilities of new skins. This is similar to being colorblind, but for me, personally, there are some skins, especially the Arcade, Project, and Star Guardian skin lines, that really trip me up. I don't know what it is exactly since I am not personally colorblind, but when people use those skins, I have a harder time distinguishing abilities. However, like I said earlier, these skins may cause no trouble for other players, yet still cause trouble for players like myself. Although I think that is the problem. It is impossible for Riot to distinguish which skins are difficult for others to use, especially since the difficulty that players face is a completely personal issue. This is a double-edged sword, because we want Riot to continue releasing high-quality skins that affect the characters we like playing. However, the more Riot meets this demand, the more the complexity of skins increase, and that complexity is why issues regarding the skins has increased over the years. Here's my recommended solution. To keep it short, I believe that Riot needs to add an option to disable all skins when you get into the game. You could continue seeing the skin you equipped, as you would clearly choose whether or not you would like to use one. But everyone else in the game just has the default look with default animations. This of course is an option you would have to choose out of game and can turn it on and off as you please. Now let me first discuss the problems with my solution for all those that are immediately turned off to this idea. 1. I understand that Riot's main source of income comes from their skins, so it clearly would not be in their best interest to add this feature. While I still believe there would be individuals who would enable this feature and still purchase skins for the champions they like playing, I understand this would be a hit to Riot's skin sales. After all, there are two types of players who buy skins. The players who buy skins because they want their favorite champions to look more visually appealing, the more personal satisfaction route, and then there are players who want to buy skins to show off the skin to other players and their friends. If half of the players stopped being able to see your skins, those who like to show off their cool new skin would simply just stop buying them. From a business perspective, it makes no sense for Riot to allow us to disable in-game skins if we wanted to. However, that doesn't stop us as consumers from wanting them to. I do have a compromise that I think would make a lot of sense for both Riot and the players. That compromise is to allow us to have the option to disable skins in ranked games only. This would lessen the amount of people who would actually use this option and would still give people a reason to purchase a skin. Plus, it would benefit players who are looking to grind ranked. In the grand scheme of things, Riot is not against banning out skins for the sake of competitive integrity, especially since there are plenty of skins that are currently banned in pro play. Riot has banned many skins in pro play, either for the viewer experience or simply just because the skin offers a slight edge. Yet in our ranked games, we have no option to disable skins. So there are two possible solutions. Either Riot allows us to disable all skins except for our own in ranked games exclusively, or Riot gives us the option to specifically disable skins that are personally troublesome to us. You are already able to search up every available skin in the game through the collection tab, so why not add a feature where you can disable individual skins? This would minimize the damage to Riot monetarily, while still allowing people to disable skins that they believe to be pay to win. In conclusion, I know how good Riot's art department is, and I feel like Riot might be hesitant to put in this feature because that might devalue the work of the art department, or might lose them a significant percentage of money. But I think not having this feature in any form allows people to use skins that are pay to win rather than having them for their intended purpose. Skins are there to make the game look better, give your favorite champions a fresh flavor and look, and of course, make Riot money. What they are not designed for is to give you an edge over other players just because of the skin you are using. We may likely never see a disable skin feature come to the client in any way, shape, or form, but I felt this video was still worth making because even though it's unrealistic, I still hold out hope that they might do it. To those who have made it this far, what skins do you personally find the most issue playing against, and what skins do you think are the most pay to win? Let me know in the comments down below, and until next time, you've been electrified.